Hello, Bev. Nice to see you on a LinkedIn Live post. We've obviously both done these a number of times in the past, but never together. So just to explain what has happened, I've recently moved across from the Zurich office. I'm now in London, heading up the Finance and Accounting division, where we'll be working together to grow and develop the team.
Jane, it's lovely to see you.
Thank you.
Tell us a bit about your background.
So just briefly, I have over 20 years of experience in recruitment, the first 14 of which were actually in senior finance area. So I was working on roles across London and in the southeast, and that covered from anything from newly qualified through to financial controllers, and also onto managing assignments to recruit senior finance directors, etc. I then moved to Switzerland and was in Zurich for 7 years, the last 3 of which were at Tiger Recruitment, where I was setting up and growing the Zurich office. Very interesting, and I learned a lot during that time. But now I'm excited to be back in the UK, and particularly the London market. So I thought it would be really interesting to have a quick overview of the last couple of years with you, which will hopefully be useful for everyone else as well, and not just me. But what do you feel the most common themes have been over the last couple of years?
Well, I have to say, most recently, we've seen an increase in temporary roles at all levels, but particularly fractional roles at the senior level. We're seeing that companies are choosing to use highly experienced and commercial candidates on either a short-term or a part-time basis to make sure that they have solid financial roadmaps in place. Work-life balance continues to be an ongoing theme, and for some job seekers, this is actually of greater importance than pay. And interestingly, we're seeing that some job seekers will actually accept a lower salary or a lower hourly rate if it means they're commuting less. Therefore, as an employer, it's crucial to consider flexible working options in order to attract top talent. I think it's also imperative for employers to offer competitive salaries and comprehensive benefits packages. And ideally, benefits packages should comprise of both soft and hard benefits. And actually, for anyone looking for guidance on salaries and benefits, please don't hesitate to click on the link below to pre-order a copy of our soon-to-be-launched salary and benefits guide. Jane, what do you think has changed most in the UK market since last working in it?
Crikey. Well, I think probably quite a few things have changed, and certainly lots of the things that you've just talked about, I've seen in both these markets. But I think from a UK perspective, and going on one of the points that you just made as well around salary and benefits, that in addition to the compensation packages, I think that future progression is a real key requirement for many job seekers. And it's become critical for employers to highlight opportunities for professional development and career advancement during the interview process. And also they're demonstrating that they're investing in training and development in order to retain staff. So that's definitely a key area. Another point, and one that Sarah and I discussed in Zurich a couple of times, was that there is obviously a bit of a common theme here, and that is that interview processes can get quite long and drawn out. And the negative impacts that can happen from that is when you start to lose potential job seekers along the way. But I do think in the UK, one of the positive things that happens here a little bit more is that if a hiring manager can see that this process is going to be quite slow, they're quite keen to go down maybe a temp to perm route. And that really kind of helps when the headcount is reliant on approvals, but a hiring manager is very keen to bring somebody on board. So I think that's something that positive that is good in the UK market. But I think the biggest change that I've seen over the last couple of years is just how much recruitment has become more technology driven. And you can look at a whole host of things. The big topic at the moment is obviously AI and the impact that's having, but there are many other areas that technology is changing and enhancing as well. So just as an example, did you know that about 70% of UK job seekers are now using their mobile devices for job hunting, that communication by text and WhatsApp is now the most popular forms of communicating. So from a recruitment perspective, and bearing those things in mind, technology is definitely helping to streamline processes, and it's also allowing for things such as early stage virtual interviews and all of those kind of things. Technology is a huge area, and we're really only scratching the surface in this conversation just by kind of highlighting the changes it's bringing about. But it is very interesting to kind of take a step back and just see how much has changed over the last few years in this particular area.
Yeah, you're definitely right. It is an interesting time, and this has actually been a really interesting review of the market. And next time, hopefully we can discuss how everything is developing and what we can expect to see in 2026.
Yeah, definitely have a bit of a review of what's happened this last kind of half of the year, but look forward to next year and see what's going on. But Bev, thank you for your time. It's been lovely to catch up on this LinkedIn Live again, and look forward to the next one. But for anybody who is listening, if you would like to pre-order a copy of the Salary and Benefits Guide for 2026, please do so using the link below in the comments. But thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.